When I got an order to make a beanie, a scarf, and a tote bag from a client, I had no intention of making a tutorial for the scarf. I went on to freehand the scarf using the solid shell stitch. And when I was done, she loved the scarf so much that she ordered a second one. As I was making the second scarf, I figured that I didn't have to waste the time. I could use it to make a tutorial. And so in this video, I'll be bringing you the tutorial to the scarf. I used the solid shell stitch and I doubled my strands. I used a medium weight yarn, but then I doubled it because she wanted a scarf that can be used in winter. As I'm looking at these two scarves, I'm getting an idea of coming up with a kimono, by the way, using this same concept. So I might be bringing you a tutorial to a kimono using the solid shell stitch. If you don't want your scarf too heavy, you can use a single strand of a medium weight yarn, any medium weight yarn. So grab your materials and let's get into the tutorial. There's also a tutorial for this tote bag in this channel. I'm going to leave the link for the tutorial to the tote bag in the description box, so click on it and watch the tutorial. The theme was colors of the Zambian flag, and so I'm using the green. With the green, I used a total of 5 balls. Then we have mustard, black, and red. For the rest of the colors, I only needed 1 ball. I used 8 balls in total. We're going to need a pair of scissors and a 6mm crochet hook. If you're doubling your strands, use a 6mm crochet hook. I already started on my scarf and my starting chain is 124 chains, which is 123, which is a multiple of 3 plus 1. So determine the length of the scarf that you want and make a chain long enough to represent that length. If you're using 1 strand of the medium weight yarn, use a 4mm crochet hook, but because I'm using 2, I'll use a 6mm crochet hook. The first thing we do is leave a long end that's going to represent a fringe and then start with a slip knot. I'm going to illustrate this using a short version. So I'll start with a chain of 30. The chain that you're going to make should be a multiple of 3, and then you're going to add 1 extra chain. So I'm going to chain 30 plus 1, which is 31. So let me go on, do my chain. Like I've mentioned, the 30 is just an illustration. My scarf has a length of 124 chains and not 31. So I have my 31 chains ready. I'll block off, that is 31, the 31st now. So I'll block off the 31st chain and chain 1 more, which is a turning chain. Then insert my hook into that very first chain and pull up a loop to get 2 loops on the hook. Then I'm going to yarn over and pull through the 2 loops to complete a single crochet. Yarn over, skip the next chain and work into the 3rd chain, insert the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop to get 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to complete a double crochet. Then we're going to go back into that same stitch with another double crochet. So this is a second double crochet into the same stitch, and we're going to do a 3rd double crochet in the same stitch, and that makes a shell. Next, we skip the next chain, and then without yarning over, insert the hook into the chain that follows and do a single crochet into that chain. So single crochet, then yarn over, skip the next chain, work into the one that follows, place a double crochet, and we're going to do a total of 3 double crochets into that chain. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to skip a chain, and into the chain that follows we work a single crochet. So this, skip this, work into the next one, do a single crochet, then yarn over, skip, and place 3 double crochets into the next chain. So we're going to alternate between a single crochet and a shell until we get to the end of the row. So keep going. I'll meet you at the end of row 1. I'm coming to the end of that first row and I have a single crochet. Now, if your last stitch is not a single crochet, we're going to place 2 double crochets into it. So it could either be a single crochet stitch or it could be the shell, but instead of working 3 double crochets into that last stitch, we're just going to work 2 of them. So that's 1 and 2. And there we have row 1. Remember, this is just an illustration. Your scarf should be longer than this. So chain 1 and turn to begin row 2. You only chain 1 if your last stitch was a double crochet. If it was a single crochet, you chain 3 and turn. Start in the first stitch and place a single crochet, So into the first stitch, do a single crochet. Then skip and work in the previous single crochet and place 3 double crochets into that single crochet stitch from the previous row. So that's the second double crochet, then the third double crochet. Then skip and work a single crochet into the stitch in the middle of the shell. Then we're going to yarn over. So yarn over and skip, then 3 double crochets onto the single crochet stitch. Then on the shell in the middle stitch, we place a single crochet, then 3 double crochets into the single crochet stitch, and we continue to the end. I'm coming to the end of row 2 and I'm working a single crochet into the middle stitch of the shell. Then my last stitch is a single crochet stitch, and right there I'm going to work 2 double crochets. Now if your last stitch is a double crochet, you're going to place 1 single crochet into the last stitch. Now chain 1 and turn. You only chain 1 if your stitch in the end was a double crochet. Start in the first double crochet with a single crochet, then skip a stitch and work 3 double crochets in the single crochet from the previous row, and that means row 3 is the same as row 2. So alternate between the shell and the single crochet until you get to the end of row 3. I'm at the end of row 3 and I'm doing my last 2 double crochets in the last stitch, and that's what we have. So now I'll chain 1 and turn to begin row 4. We're going to work row 4 the same way we've worked row 2 and row 3, and that means we are repeating 1 row until we get to the width of the scarf that we want. With the green, I'm going to work a total of 8 rows, and once I'm done, I'll cut off the green yarn, then I'll connect the mustard. So let me go on, work 8 rows, then I'll come back and I'll show you how to connect a second color and a third one, and then I'll let you keep going until you get to the width of the scarf. I'm at the end of the 8th row and I'm just doing my last 2 double crochets in the single crochet stitch. Then I'll chain 1 and I'm going to leave a long end. Remember, we are attaching fringes to the scarf, so we are leaving a long end, cutting off the yarn, then pulling it through and fastening. Then I'll turn my work to the other side so that I can connect the second color. To do that, we start by leaving a long end on the mustard yarn or whatever color you're using. Then start with a slip knot like that. Then I'm going to get the first stitch or at the point where I've cut off the yarn, and I'm going to do a slip stitch right there. So in that stitch, do a slip stitch and tighten it. Then we're going to chain 1 and go into that stitch with a single crochet. Then we're going to skip the second stitch and work into the third, and that stitch should be a single crochet stitch, and we're going to place 3 double crochets into it. So that's 1, then we're going to have 2 and 3. That's the third double crochet. Then we skip and work into the middle stitch of the previous shell. And we're just working these rows the same exact way we worked with the green yarn. So with the mustard, I'm going to work a total of 2 rows and then come back. I'm done with the 2 rows with the mustard, so I've chained 1 and I'm going to cut the yarn, leaving a long end for the fringe. Then I'll pull through and fasten and turn my work to the other side. Then I'm going to connect the black. I'll work 2 rows with the black. After that, I'll connect the red and work 2 rows. Then later on, I'll connect the green again, and I'm going to work a total of 7 rows. 7 or 8 with the green. I'm done with all the rows, and I've done a total of 8 rows of the green, so I'll chain 1 and cut off the yarn, leaving a long end for the fringe. Then I'll pull the yarn through to fasten. I've done a total of 22 rows in order to get to the width of the scarf that I wanted. So now we're going to do fringes for the both sides of the scarf. I'll use this book to create the fringes, and I'm going to start with, let me start with the mustard. And with the mustard, because I only have 2 rows, I'm not going to need a lot of the fringes. So I'll go around the book 6 times because I already have some fringes on one side of the scarf. So that's the second time. Then we have the third, the fourth round, then we have the fifth, and finally we have the 6th. So then once I have enough fringes, I'll get a pair of scissors and cut off the yarn at the top. So right there, I'll cut off the yarn. And there I have my fringes. So now I'm going to attach them to the part where we have the mustard color, and I want each of the rows of my mustard part to have, each of the 2 rows should have 2 fringes. So we already have one, and now I'm attaching a second one in one of the rows. Then I'm going to get another two strands and attach them in the second row, because the second row also has 1 fringe. So right there I attach. Attaching fringes is quite simple. It's not a lot of work. So I believe you're in a position to do this. Then I'm going to turn to the other side of the scarf and attach the mustard on the rows that have the mustard color. And like I've mentioned, I want each of the rows, because there are 2, I'm going to attach 2 strands 2 times in each of the rows. So we're going to have 2 strands 4 times. So that is the first one. Then I'll get another 2 strands, and I'm going to attach them in the same row right there. Then I'm going to get another 2 strands and attach them in the second row. After I'm done, this is what I'm going to have. And so next, I'll get all the other colors, the black, the red, and the green, and I'm going to make fringes that are enough to cover all the parts. Like with the green yarn, I'll have more fringes than with the other colors. Then I'll go on, attach on both sides. After I'm done with attaching the fringes, I'm just going to trim off the ends to make sure that they are the same length. So go on, trim your ends however you do it. You could be having a better way of trimming than what I'm doing. So go on, do that, and you'll be done. Once you're done with the fringes on one side of the scarf, you're going to turn to the other side and attach the fringes onto that other side. This is what I have after attaching the fringes on both sides of my scarf, and my scarf is completely done. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, kindly leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe.